Hello again. Now, about 5,000 workers remain on strike at dairy giant Clover. The workers, who are represented by trade unions PHAHLA and GIWUSA, are in their second week of strike action. They staged a demonstration at the company's head offices today. They're protesting against wages and possible job cuts. Reporter Nkosazana Dambuza is there following that story for us. Nkosazana, what is the latest? I mean, the workers, they want more pay. Obviously, they are protesting for wage increases, not against wages, as I've just said there right now. What's the latest you can tell us?
Yes, Bradan. Clover employees led by unions PHAHLA and GIWUSA are actually picketing and marching outside the Clover head offices in Rudaport. We understand that these workers have down tools since the 22nd of November. Now, these workers say that the company has been shedding jobs and that, in fact, at least 1,000 jobs have already been cut. And they also say that the company has been cutting wages by 20%. So they also accuse as well the management of Clover of refusing to pay workers their bonuses as punishment for workers going on strike. So they are demanding that those workers who were fired to be reinstated and that the retrenchment process be ended, as well as a wage increase of 10%. But for more on this, I'm going to speak to Charles PHAHLA from GIWUSA. Thank you so much for your time. Can you just highlight for us what are some of the demands? I mean, you've been protesting now for about 2 weeks. What is it that you are seeking to achieve?
Look, from our side, we want all the austerity measures which are put in place by the company to be scrapped. We are talking one van assistance, a compressed work week, the cutting of salaries of our members by 20%, the working on public holidays, and therefore we want all those issues to be scrapped so that workers can go back to work. But also what is very strange is that this is a racist attitude of the employer, because what is happening, only black workers' salaries are cut, but the executive salaries are not cut. Even they've been borrowed money 2 years ago, even today they are not paying those monies. Hence we are on strike, and we are saying that we need the bonus to be paid by management, because that has got nothing to do with the strike. They cannot punish our members because of their own strike. We know that they've paid others. Therefore, we are saying they must pay all the people in all the 9 provinces. And until such time that our demands are met, our strike will continue. And we are calling on all the public to boycott the Clover products, and we'll be mobilizing the communities in all the 9 provinces to make sure that the products of Clover are not bought by the communities this Christmas.
Thank you so much for your time, Charles. Braden, I just want to mention to you that this strike is not just about wages, but it's also a political fight, and that the unions say that the Central Bottling Company, which is based in Israel and has been one of the major shareholders of Clover since 2019, they're accusing this company of directly being implicated in war crimes and crimes against humanity in terms of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So they accuse this company of directly funding the Israeli Defense Force. And for more on this, I'm going to talk to KNOX. Thank you so much for your time. Can you just give us a sense of what it is that you believe this company, by being associated with the Central Bottling Company, is doing?
Thank you very much for the time today. I'm with the Workers and Socialist Party, and we're in full support and solidarity with Clover workers here. What we saw is that kind of ravished by, the ongoing drought in the country, increased context of austerity and cuts. Clover Company was really battling, and it was bought out by Milco Consortium as well as the Central Bottling Company for around 4.8 billion. So So what we're seeing here is a massive multinational investment, a massive multinational takeover of Clover, and yet with all of that money invested in Clover, we're seeing massive job slashing. We're seeing workers subjected to absolutely brutal conditions. They don't have protective gear when they're working in freezers. They have to both drive and offload cargo, risk their lives. There's absolutely no accountability for tonnage. These problems have been ongoing. In 2020, Kilson Manaka was actually killed at a peaceful, protected protest which had very severe police brutality. So what we're seeing is that all of these jobs are being cut in South Africa. These jobs are being exported to Israeli companies which operate on land that is illegally occupied and directly complicit in brutalizing the Palestinian people. And now they are exporting that brutalization of the workers to South Africa. We say there cannot be foreign investments in a company with job slashing, with job cutting. Half of the country is hungry, half of the country is unemployed. This is a fight for all of the united working classes, and we're also calling for a public boycott. We call on everyone to show support and solidarity with the workers at Clover by boycotting all of the Clover products, going into shops, pulling them off the aisles, not purchasing anything produced by Clover. We really need solidarity to see a strong working class victory. And what is at stake is the conditions of whether or not workers in South Africa are allowed to live under conditions of dignity or not. So it's a struggle for all of us as the united working class.
Thank you so much, SACHA KNOX there. As you can hear, Braden, there are many areas of dispute between the unions and Clover management. So far what we know is that negotiations have reached stalemate and that even interventions from CCMA have not yielded any positive results.
The Nkosazana Dambuza on the ground there, and on Constantia Drive in Clover Park, that workers' action still continuing.